Alright, we've been working away. So I got the other side done over there. I'm going to show you the before. This is how it looked. We had an open gap right here. Looks like this all the way down. So I used cardboard as a template and ran a piece, butted it up against that straight up, and then a piece over, and kind of just made some templates out of cardboard. And then I took the templates over to the metal, laid it on the metal. You get the idea. Traced around it, cut it out. And then this is how it looks now on this side. Turned out pretty good for the first one I've ever done. Got her filled in really good. It might look like junk because I've been grinding on it. But this whole corner right here turned out pretty smooth all the way down. And then we got that welded in. I kind of ground on it a little bit. Again, I am not the best welder, but I ground it down. I'm going to put a little body filler in there. We'll pull it smooth, sand it down, and then all this will look really good when we're done. But yeah, it turned out pretty good. Like I said, just run you a piece straight up on the inside of that with cardboard, and then a little piece over the top here. Then we got it welded along this seam to the car all the way down. We've still got to fill a little piece right here, and then build a little something there, fill in the back, close all that in, but we're gonna get started on the other side. All right, we've been doing a lot of work off camera. You can see we've got the back boxed in now. She's looking really good. I just put a piece of cardboard in there and traced it out like it needed to be, welded in, and then I just taped it up and hit it with some primer and some that underbed coating stuff just to kind of make it strong right there. But she turned out really good. We got the panel all the way down. We've got our panels on the inside there. I've got a coat of black primer on them too. Just some, it's actually not primer, it's that bare metal stuff that you spray right over rust and bare metal. So that's looking good. We've got our piece there. Let's see here, made all the way up, and we boxed it off up top. It's very shiny, so I know you can't see it very good right now, but she looks good. And we got that side over there too. You can see in the side here where we did, you can see there's a little spot there. We still right over here, we've got to fill in. You can see a spot we still got to fill in right there, and there's one over there, but we're going to do that from underneath. When we get all this stuff done, we're going to raise it up, and I'm going to fill in here, and there's a spot up there. As you can see, she's still down on the ground. It's coming along really good, guys. So we've got our panel put in there. You can see it's capped all that in there, runs down this side, filled it all in. And again, I know you can't see it good because I painted it black and it's all shiny, but just put a piece of cardboard right there. We marked it down the edge, cut it, welded it in. Everything was pretty simple. It's been pretty simple so far. Again, like I said, you can see a little spot in that back corner we got to fill. It's under the cab corners there, you know, there's some spots up in there we've got to fill on both sides. We're getting closer and closer. That step looks great. Got the front end on. I'm not sure if I showed y'all that yet. We got a couple. It's still a little loose. I don't have it bolted in all the way. Come along good. We've got her aired all the way out right now, and she's sitting perfect on those inner fenders. That turned out great. It drops all the way down to it. Sits on it perfect. We've got the engine all wired back up. I've got the wires all hidden and routed around everywhere they need to go. Got our horn on. We mounted our fuse box right here up against this wall, up against the radiator support. And everything else, we've got our computer back here. The only thing we still got left we need to hook up on the wiring wise is these two, and they go in there, and that hooks up to the dash. But our computer is down there, screwed into the firewall. Everything else is plugged back in where it goes, except for this goes to our MAF sensor when we get the airbox back on, and we got a couple grounds we've got to hook up. But she's coming along pretty good. She's still sitting low, looking good. All right. Alright guys, I have been slacking. I haven't been recording anything, but when you get caught up in this job, it's just hard to stop and record some of this stuff. Sometimes I've just been working. But as you can see, we have got her painted up. I got a couple little clips of that, but man, she's looking good. It's not $1 million paint job, guys. The body needed a lot of body work to make it all 100%, but she looks really good from far away, and like this, when you see it coming down the road like that, looks good. Yeah. So everything's lining up really good. We got the dash in. We've done the wiring on this side. She is looking good. Look at that, guys. Looking good. That door don't want to stay open. But we've got the dash. It is looking nice. Lined up great. Steering wheel. We got all the wiring done on this side. We've got it all stripped down. We've got this little module in the back, and we've got a couple little things tucked to the side. And that right there is wires for the speakers. This goes to the seat. That right there was, we're not going to be able to use anything for the doors. I'm just trying to get this job done, so we're not going to do all that. The things that move the seat were in the door, so that's what that wiring is. We're going to run it to the center console. But she's looking good. We have started doing the wiring on the driver's side over here. I've got a pile of wires in the floor, just kind of dissecting them a little bit, taking out some stuff we don't need. Kind of stretching some stuff that used to go in the trunk now is going to have to go behind the seat, so we've got to split stuff here and then, you know, run jumper wires in between. But she's looking good. Oh yeah, I've got the little pockets here on the side. See that? Got it on both sides. I got that stuff setting up in there. That's where I'm putting the little seat belt module, and all the stuff is going up in there, but it's all sealed in, looking good. Everything's looking really good. Now I went with this color because it was free on my 66. Whenever the hood flew up on it, we had to get the top repainted. I bought a whole gallon, so I was able to, we only used like maybe a pint or a quart out of that thing to repaint that hood. So I used what was left and did this. It's turned out really good. I don't know if I showed you real good on the inside, but you can see up around the top, I got to put the headliner and the light and everything back in place behind the seat. Looks good. That dash looks great in there. I'm not usually a fan of the Crown or the Lincoln dash and stuff in these trucks, but that color combo, it goes really good. It goes really good. Everything fits in there really good. We've got the hood. I've got a couple pictures of it with the hood just sitting on it for just to check it out and see how it looks. But man, that covered really good. I've got to figure out what to do with the hinges. The hinges used to go there, but we've got that all cut out, and it's going to hit that because the last one I built, I didn't bag it and it was already hitting it. So I've seen maybe we can get some 73, some dent side maybe hinges to go on the outside here, and maybe I can get that to work. So we'll see. We will see. But for now, just a little update on how she's looking. Looking slick. Oh yeah, I ordered some rims today too for this. I got the Torque Thrust 2. They're like gunmetal and chrome. They're the 20s. And they're going to look really awesome on here, I think. So those should be in the next 3 or 4 days. Got tires coming in and everything for it. So we'll get those in, and then we'll slap those on. And man, she's looking really good. Still got to do the bed. Bed's sitting out there waiting. But I feel like that's going to be kind of easy. We're just getting all this hard crap done. Once I get this wiring done, I think tomorrow we're going to finish up this wiring, throw the seats and the carpet in, finish up the interior. And I should be able to start it and drive it maybe tomorrow. Yep, probably drive it tomorrow. We'll see. Well, all right, I'm going to take a shower because I'm nasty, and we'll see you tomorrow. All right, guys, we got a delivery here today. We got the rims in and the tires. I am excited about this. We got the torque thrust. These are the 20s. They're like gunmetal and chrome. So I'm going to open these things up. Here, hold the camera, Kathy. Let's see how they look. I don't like the way this thing's kind of been opened and retaped. See that? Oh, a box in a box. These are the 20s. Look at that. That is awesome. Dang, that's gonna look awesome on there. Let's go see how it looks on the truck. Those are gonna look cool on there. I like that lip. I hope they fit. I hope they fit. It seems to work for everybody else, but whew. All right, we're doing a little work on this battery box here. You can see I've just thrown together a little square box and just welded it to the side there, going across. You can kind of see from the marks there, I've got a little angled piece of metal that goes down to give it stability so it doesn't fall. We had to change out the radiator. I guess maybe from the wreck on the Lincoln Town Car, it cracked the radiator. We got out trying to test drive it and she started leaking. So new radiator's in. Now is the perfect time while we've got the radiator out to make these little front brackets we needed to hold, you know, our whole core support on. So all I did was, if you can see down there, it's all painted in now, welded in, but I've got one over here that isn't, that I can show you. I've just got piece of steel there. Let me see. Okay, piece of steel, and I just bent it to a 90. Got it on the frame. I'm welding it to the frame there, and then we're putting a bolt right here through the support. You can see up in there, maybe, yeah, right there. Got a bolt from the front. You can see the bracket there too. And over here you can see where we welded in the bracket. And there's the bolt right there, and there's the bracket over there. So that way you'll be able to remove the front steel. You'll just take one bolt out there, and then the other one's on your fender and up there, and you'll be able to get the whole front end off. So we are gonna keep on working on this. I just got that bolt in over there. We're gonna weld that in now, let it dry, hit it with some paint, and start putting this radiator back in and take it for another test drive. All right, guys, just a little update. We've been working away on this thing. We've got the bed cut out, as you can see in some of the clips. We've got the front cut here. Let's see. So I went an inch from the front right there, and then for my application for the Lincoln Town Car, I only had to take out 12 inches. So I went over 12 inches, and I just followed the videos like everybody else does. Come up, step over for the pocket. You know, it was actually super simple. Did it very close to the edge. I didn't want to do mine down the middle and have body work in the middle because I'm not a very good body man, and I probably couldn't make that disappear, but I can make that disappear. So, especially when we're going down the road real fast like this, it's gonna look good. Tell me if you can see this, watch. Nope, looks good, doesn't it? All right, we'll try it on this side too. Look, watching, going down the road. Yep, can't even tell. So by the time we sand that down right there, give it a little sand down the rest of the bed, we're going to, this is how much we cut off, you can see. We're going to cut this a little long and see if we can't bend it on the end like it is a little bit, and then we'll just, we'll get it all back in there. We cut the whole bed out because we got to raise the bed anyways. I just took the plasma cutter, traced the whole edge all the way around, was the easiest. Dropped the bed all the way out. So now when we get ready to put it back in, we'll just take the 12 inches or whatever we cut off this right here off the front, set it back in, and should be good to go. All right, we're going to let that dry. I'm going to clean up the shop a little bit, blow some of this dust out of the way, and we'll get ready to sand that crap down. All right, we got a little bit of primer on it there, got it sanded down, looking good. I ran out of primer. I'm going to go ahead and hit this tailgate back here. I'm going to hit over those letters real good because we're going to paint those white, tape them off, and then it'll be, the truck will be green with the white letters there. So I think that'll look pretty cool. Ran out of primer, got all the way down there, and this front side is looking good, man. She turned out really good where we seamed her in. There's a couple little imperfections, but man, dang, look at the whole bed. There's a lot of imperfections. Don't even got a bed in it. Anyway, it's looking all right. Looking all right for the job that we're doing. So, we're about to take lunch. I'm gonna run to the AutoZone, get some more primer, and then we're gonna, we'll finish hitting that thing with some primer. Let it sit for the rest of the day. We'll sand it down, and we're probably going to turn it around tomorrow and back the truck in and lower it down and see how everything fits up on this thing. So, all right, let's get back to it. All right, we're gonna start the process of dropping this bed down. We're getting close, man. I hope I cut the right amount out the front, because no going back now. We've got to lift it up there. You can see we backed the truck in. I'm gonna lower it down, see how everything looks. We've still got to cut the back end off the frame, but I don't want to cut too much if we don't have to, so I'm gonna lower it down and get a little look. We'll mark it, we'll come back up, cut that off, and then we'll set it down the rest of the way and see how everything lines up. From there, we'll make some marks where the fender, where the wheels are going to be when she's all the way down, and we'll set our fenders there, and we'll just work off that. So let's lower this thing down and get an idea. All right, she's coming down pretty smooth. I can see here now where we're gonna hit in the back. So we're gonna probably put some marks here and back there on the frame. We'll cut that off. And we actually might come back a little further back here. And then I'm gonna run me a support bar through there, and we'll try to build off some brackets that we can build off our bumper. And you can see the stock mounting points on the bed. So I'll try to line something with that, and we'll go from there. But yeah, we're starting to hit that now, so we need to raise it back up, take that out, and we'll try again. Alright guys, I have been slacking with the camera. I apologize. As you can see, we've got the bed on. I don't even remember how much of that stuff I recorded. I've just been working away trying to get this project done. I've been working 7 days a week for about 6 weeks now on this project. But she is coming along excellent. Oop, kick the bottle there. Got the front there. If I didn't show it on video, I'll give you a rundown real quick. I left an inch in the front, went over 12 inches. You can see I kept the pocket, so I zigzagged a little. I think I got some video clips in there somewhere we'll throw in. We raised the bed up. That's all the bed we get because of the hump from the Lincoln Town Car there. And I put a little spacer block in there to keep us from pinching any lines. So that's where it is. We've got the fenders back in and patched up. You can see right there. It's looking good all the way around. Got this little bar at that back here. We did a little angle bracket because the sun's coming in at the worst angle right now. Let's sit down the tailgate and you can see it's got that little angle bracket right there. Kind of like it because it's a cool seat. You can sit here and kind of chill if we forget our chairs at the car show or whatever. So alright, but there she is. She's coming along really good. We've got the interior pretty much all the way done. Let's see, got the seats in and we've got our door jambs and our little plastic moldings there for that. It's got heated power seats. Got a little cup holder there in the middle. Got all of our stuff in. I tried to build this just for now. I don't like the way it turned out, but we'll do something else later. We've got the switches hooked up with the bags. There's our controller, and she's looking really good. Still got to do the headliner and put the visors back on. But just a little update. Today we are going to work on getting this little back panel in right here. We're going to do something with that. I think I'm going to not weld this panel in. I'm going to put a bar here and something to bolt it to on the sides and have it slip behind that. That way we can pull this out and still get to our bag stuff. We've got a little 16 gauge piece of metal there for that. And then we're going to use, we've got this Herculiner stuff right there. Right there. For the bed liner. We're going to put that stuff on. That's the project for today, is to get that back finished up there and then possibly get a coating of all that stuff on everything today. Then tomorrow we're going to get the trim there put in. I've left it a little long and it's just been dangling. That way I can figure out what I'm going to do and make sure it's good. And then hopefully in the next couple days we're gonna paint that bed. So we'll set the camera up and we'll get to work. Okay guys, she is almost done. I have not been filming at all. I've just been working away. I apologize, but you guys seen most of it. We've got the bed in. We took the original bed and just raised it up. As you can see, there's not much of a bed left, but I just chopped the fenders down a little bit so that they would fit, put them back in, made some little patch panels. We've got our gas door right here for now. I've got a little flush panel that's coming that'll be flush right there. Okay, we've got, I'll pull it out of the garage here in a little bit so that way you can see it better. With that back bumper on the ground. We just ordered these right here from Dennis Carpenter, and we've got the other ones coming in too, should be in any day. But she has turned out so good. Here's the tailgate down. Okay, just built a little, just got a little boxed in right there, but it's perfect for just sitting down and chilling. If you want to sit at the car show, put your little umbrella in right here for some shade, but it's perfect height to just sit and chill. She's coming along really good. I'll show you the inside. We've got all the bag stuff done completely. Got the switch box in. She does the front and back, side to side. All the interior's looking great. You see where we boxed all this in here. We just used the panels from the Lincoln Town Car right there. You can see a little seam. It's because that's where it stopped for the driver's side. This is a back to the back for the back door. I just kind of seamed it up, and man, it is what it is. Looks pretty good. I've still got to fill in from this section up and right around a little piece there I've got to do. We've got our gauge in for our bags, so you can see how much is in the tank and how much is in each individual bag. Everything's good in here. AC, radio, everything's good. The only lights that come on, the key's forward right now, so all this stuff's on. When I start it, there's no lights, but it says check air suspension, but I just hit the reset button and it takes that away. So we're good on that. Got the headliner done. Turned out really good. We went to Hobby Lobby and got some tan headliner material, and it matches these seats really good. We got the tan door handle over there, or yeah, whatever. But it's looking good, see? Everything looks so good with it. I love that interior. So glad we chose to go with that. Don't like the bolts we got on the seat there, but man, we had to rig that thing up somehow. You know, that thing went on the door of the Lincoln Town Car, so I've had to build a spot and get it all in there, but everything works. The heated seats, everything moves. Don't like the bolts there on the side. They're temporary. We'll get something. See, don't that look better? Looks much better like that. Look, boom. Ugly, better. So that's what we're shooting for, is the better. Everything's good. She sits all the way down, looking good. Got the bed painted up. So that's about all I know to do on the update, guys. Got the front bumper on, back bumper on. Everything went pretty smooth. I'll raise it up here in a little bit and show you underneath how I mounted those. As far as the front bumper, I just stubbed out a little pipe in the front and built me a little deal that's in that shape, so that way that bolts right on, so we can take that bumper on and off. Just two little horns coming out the front. The back's a little bit more better, almost stock. We've got the frame rails from the Lincoln Town Car coming, and it sets on the stock bolt holes to the bed, and then I just welded a little flat bracket off there, and the bracket that came off the back bumper just lined right up with it and bolted in. No problem, very easy. So you can tell it is tilted out a little bit. The bumper should have been tilted in a little bit more, rolled in more, but I didn't like the way that it looked from the back. With it rolled in more, you could see your framing and stuff under there, so this kind of like tucked it in. Looks much better from this angle. Only kind of ugly like right there, but whatever. It's still cool, man. Looks good like that. Look, you can't even tell like that. Can't even tell. Well, all right, guys. Not much left to do. We got to put the sun visors on. I'm going to go get some leather and vinyl paint, tan, because the ones that I have now are white. We're going to paint them tan, get those in, and I've been waiting on my catalytic converters to come in so we can get those on to make it sound good. She's loud as a dang race car right now, but we drove her to town a couple times, just a couple little cruises, but again, it's loud as a race car. So the next couple days, the cats should be in. We'll get those on, get our exhaust on the rest of the way, and she is ready for her first cruise in. Okay guys, this is the day we've been waiting on. She's done pretty much. I think we're probably about 98% done. Probably a few little small things we've got to get finished up here and there, but overall she's done. Headlights are hooked up, all the blinkers, taillights are hooked up, everything works. We've been cruising around in her. We took her for a couple cruises so far just to test out everything. Everything's still strong. Haven't sprung no leaks, busted no airlines, so everything seemed to go pretty good. This is how she looks on the inside. I'm gonna pull her out and get a couple pictures and show you guys here in a second. But we just made this right here to go around the edge and fill in this gap. We'll show you how it looks from the front. When you look down in the window, you can see where that filled in there on both sides. See how that looks? Much better. She is very clean inside. Got that shiny dash. It's looking very good. That's the best as we could get that. Man, she looks all right for what it is. Got the bed all done. I don't know how many videos I showed of that, but we used the factory bed, cut it out, put it back, just raised it up. I cut the fenders to make them fit, and I had to build some little patch panels you can see right there on both sides, just to make it blend in. And we've got our little gas door here. Okay, there's your gas hole. And we're gonna go ahead and pull this thing out and get a couple pictures outside and show you how she lays out. All right, a lot of you guys were worried about the feet space or whatever, how tight it is with these seats in here. So I'm going to show you the space we got. You can see right there, it does look like it's kind of tight, but I'm about 5'10", about 200 pounds. You see I'm a short fella, short as this truck. But if you get in, plenty of foot room. We took it on a long cruise the other day. Seats move if you need to move it. Our back's good, plenty of room. So you see, it shows you your knee room right here. Your feet room, you can stretch this one out, plenty of room. She's actually running right now. We got the Lincoln Town Car exhaust on it. You might hear the compressors going. I turned them off. This is the sound of the engine. Very quiet. I left the Town Car exhaust on it, that way she was nice and quiet and smooth when we were cruising. Ice cold AC, but yeah, as you see guys, plenty of foot room in here. Plenty of room. So, yeah. Okay guys, she's out here laid all the way out. You can see that back bumper. I'll show you over here. It is setting on the ground. Worked out perfect. Can you see that? I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, kinda. Okay, but yes, man, she turned out really good. Open the door, jam is on the ground. The interior turned out really good, guys. Can you see this dash? She fits in really well. Very shiny, looks nice. Everything's still working. Cruise control, all the buttons on the steering wheel. Get our headliner put in. We just bought some headliner material from Hobby Lobby. Went right over the old headliner. Easy enough. She turned out really good. Alright guys, thanks for watching the video on this build. If you got any questions, if I skipped out, I did skip out on a lot of stuff. I apologize. But if you got any questions, hit me up and I'll help you through it. It's going to be the end of this video. We have got a yellow one back there in the back coming up next. See it hiding? She's next. So stay tuned for that video. Thanks for watching.